Every Indiana Fever game she played in was now a must-see event. Teams across the league braced for record-breaking attendance whenever the Fever came to town. Some franchises moved their games to bigger arenas just to accommodate the overwhelming demand. It wasn't just about ticket sales. Clark was changing the numbers everywhere. Merchandise sales skyrocketed, with her jerseys flying off the shelves in hours. Social media engagements around the WNBA reached all-time highs. TV networks saw ratings explode when Clark played, proving that she wasn't just boosting in-person attendance, she was lifting the entire league. Sponsors took notice. Companies that had never invested in the WNBA suddenly wanted in. New endorsement deals followed, and the Fever instantly became the most valuable franchise in the league. Some analysts even argued that Clark alone had raised the worth of the entire WNBA, something no player had ever done before. This wasn't just a talented rookie making waves. Clark was selling out arenas, breaking ticket records, and driving millions of dollars in revenue. Meanwhile, Reese, despite heavy promotion, was seeing empty seats and low ticket prices. The divide wasn't just about numbers, it became psychological. Some fans saw Clark as the underdog, a player who let her game speak for itself, while others viewed Reese as someone who built her brand on controversy. Debates exploded over whether the WNBA and sports media were forcing Reese into the spotlight rather than letting demand naturally dictate who the biggest star was. And here's where it got even more complicated. Clark and Reese never fueled this rivalry themselves. Clark never clapped back at Reese's taunts. Reese never openly disrespected Clark, but their fan bases did the fighting for them, creating an even bigger divide. This wasn't just a basketball debate anymore, it was a cultural phenomenon. People weren't just arguing over who was the better player. Some analysts even argued that Clark alone had raised the worth of the entire WNBA, something no player had ever done before. This wasn't just a talented rookie making waves. This was financial proof that Clark wasn't just moving the needle, she was the needle. Caitlin Clark wasn't just popular, she was rewriting the rules of the WNBA in real time. Everything about Caitlin Clark's rise, from the ticket sales to the resale market to the cultural debates, proves one thing. The WNBA has never seen anything like her. Caitlin Clark isn't just playing in the WNBA. She's redefining it. And the rest of the league, they have no choice but to catch up or get left behind. Right now, all eyes are on Caitlin Clark. Some people say this is just hype, that Clark's success will level out. But if this is just the beginning, then what happens next could be the biggest shift in WNBA history. If Clark's preseason ticket demand is already at NBA levels, what happens when she takes the league by storm for an entire season? What happens if she wins Rookie of the Year, breaks records, leads the Fever to the playoffs? One thing is certain, this is only the beginning. Caitlin Clark isn't just playing in the WNBA. She's redefining it. And the rest of the league, they have no choice but to catch up or get left behind.
Well, it took just 1 hour for Caitlin Clark's return to Carver Hawkeye Arena to be sold out. Tickets went on sale at 9 this morning. They were all gone before general sale to the public even started.
Here's the thing. This isn't just about ticket sales. It's about who really moves the needle in women's basketball.
A lot of people say that Caitlin Clark moves the needle. That is wrong. She is the needle. She dictates. We all know what she's done on the floor. It's history, right? But off the floor, my goodness.
And the numbers tell a story that's impossible to ignore.
Seats at the arena for the May 4th matchup between the Indiana Fever and Brazil were first offered to season ticket holders and a few top donors.
Caitlin Clark wasn't just the most talked about player in women's basketball. She was now the single biggest economic force the WNBA had ever seen.
One topic in sports, the face of the WNBA, Caitlin Clark. Every time this woman steps on the court, she's doing something that we've never seen before. She is officially the face of the league. There's no doubt about it. The numbers don't lie, whether it's viewership, whether it's ticket attendance. She's doing sold out.
And the numbers proved it. Caitlin Clark isn't just a great player, she's a walking economy. What happened with ticket sales wasn't just hype. It was proof that Clark is the most valuable asset the WNBA has ever seen. Everything about Caitlin Clark's rise, from the ticket sales to the resale market to the cultural debates, proves one thing. The WNBA has never seen anything like her. This isn't just about popularity, it's about power. Clark isn't just selling out arenas, she's dictating the market. She isn't just drawing fans, she's forcing the WNBA to operate on a completely different level. Angel Reese, she's still a major name, but the brutal reality is that demand doesn't lie. No amount of media promotion or forced narratives can change what the fans actually want. And right now, all eyes are on Caitlin Clark.
Like, obviously, you couldn't get onto the damn website. It's sold out. You could have been trying to refreshing the page and not got tickets. Most of the time, it officially sold out in 40 minutes, but like, realistically, it almost crashed the website.
The moment tickets for her preseason debut sold out, fans flooded resale sites, desperate for a way in. But what happened next stunned everyone. It started with a scramble. Ticket websites crashed as fans refreshed their pages over and over, hoping to secure a seat. Even those who got through weren't guaranteed a ticket. Listings began to appear for $45,000, outpricing NBA Finals tickets. Think about that. Clark, in her first ever WNBA preseason game, was already commanding ticket prices higher than the biggest event in men's basketball.
They're sold out, so I really don't know what they're gonna do about this. I guess it's just kind of like one of those missed opportunities, and you know, a lot of people are saying they need to move this to a stadium because there's no doubt in Iowa, if you move this to a stadium, it would be.
Well, it took just 1 hour for Caitlin Clark's return to Carver Hawkeye Arena to be sold out. Tickets went on sale at 9 this morning. They were all gone before general sale to the public even started.
Caitlin Clark just did something unheard of in basketball history. Her WNBA preseason game sold out in a matter of minutes, while Angel Reese's game struggled to fill seats. We're talking about ticket prices that outpaced NBA playoff games, a resale market so wild that fans were willing to pay tens of thousands of dollars just to be in the building. But quickly became clear that it wasn't real demand, it was just artificial inflation. The difference was impossible to ignore. Caitlin Clark wasn't just selling tickets, she was breaking records. Angel Reese, despite all the media hype and promotion, wasn't generating the same response. But this wasn't just about a single game. It was about a market shift happening in real time. Clark's ticket sales didn't just break records, they shattered expectations, driving secondary market prices to NBA Finals level insanity. Caitlin Clark's game sold out in less than 36 minutes. The resale market exploded, with nosebleed seats selling for over $500 and courtside seats reaching $45,000. Meanwhile, Reese's game had tickets sitting at $29, and even at that price, they struggled to sell. Social media didn't hold back. Memes comparing the two ticket markets flooded the internet. Screenshots of Clark's sold-out stadium were placed side by side with empty seats at Reese's game.
Have you seen what the highest one is?
I haven't.
It's like 45 grand.
What?
Front row seats.
Is that it? She gets something. She get a souvenir or something,
Exactly.
right? For $45,000.
Signed jersey by Caitlin Clark.
We knew it was a hot ticket.
Yeah,
but
we
wow.
knew it would be, right?
But courtside, that was another level. Some seats hit $4,800 almost immediately, and it didn't stop there. Listings began to appear for $45,000, outpricing NBA Finals tickets. Think about that. While Clark was redefining what was possible for women's basketball, the rivalry with Angel Reese kept pulling fans into a deeper debate. It wasn't just about ticket sales anymore, it was about the psychological and cultural divide between two of the biggest names in the sport, and that's when things got even more heated.
Angel Reese may be playing in the league, but who wants to see a goofy 6'6" woman miss layups? Not I.
Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese aren't just basketball rivals.
Caitlin Clark makes her return home to the University of Iowa on May 4th.
It wasn't just excitement, it was a frenzy. Over 14,000 tickets were completely gone before they even hit the general public. Season ticket holders and donors snatched up every single seat in just 36 minutes.
Seats at the arena for the May 4th matchup between the Indiana Fever and Brazil were first offered to season ticket holders and a few top donors.
Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese aren't just basketball rivals. They represent two completely different cultural forces. Their matchup in the 2023 NCAA Championship wasn't just about basketball. It became a flashpoint for debate, with Reese taunting Clark in a moment that instantly went viral. But since then, something unexpected happened. Clark's star kept rising, while Reese struggled to keep up.